Good morning. Today is Thursday, the 14th of March, and today is that big day that I've been looking forward to and dreading. Looking forward to because I want to get it over and done with, and dreading because I'm terrified about what might happen. We have the meeting with the educational psychologist at 1 o'clock to basically fight Alfie's case, to try and get him the type of education we believe is right for him. We are hoping for him to be able to go to a special needs unit or learning support center, as they call them now, in a mainstream school. The school he's currently in does not have any learning support centers, so we have seen several schools, and there are two that we're very happy with, which are two top choices. We're still waiting to hear back from others. If we have to put a third choice down, I will have to push, because they are a bit of a nightmare to go and get answers from. But basically, in case you haven't watched what happened before, the educational psychologist hasn't spoken to us directly so far, apart from one phone call when she clearly said that she thought going to P1, which is the next school year in the normal curriculum, in mainstream school for Alfie was the right choice, was the best for him, because he was a bright child, which to me is only one side of the things. But we have listed there yesterday with James, these are a list of sensory, communication, behavior, social, fine motor skills and self-care issues he does have. And to me this also comes into play in terms of education. It's not just about being bright, because if it was just about being bright, there are a lot of people on this planet who would have been doing amazing in school, and because they are extremely bright and brighter than a lot of us, but they can't communicate it in the way most people do. So I have no doubt that he's bright. I have no doubt about it. But this is not, to me, this is not the reason why I want to push for this. So we are going to go there. We are very stressed about it, but we are a team. We're going to go together. We can do this. We know. I'm trusting my gut. I always trust my gut with things like this, and my gut instinct has been telling me for over a year that this is the right choice. I went to this school that I had in mind for over a year, and when I got there I knew it was the one. It has to be. I would still be happy with going to the second one. That would be absolutely fine, because it's still far better than anything else. But you know, when your gut is talking to you, I am incapable of ignoring this, and right now my gut has been pushing me in this direction for a year. I'm at the point now where I have to fight for the people who make the decision to agree with me, and I will. So my plan is, I am going to type up all these draft paper stuff, so it's neat. For now, the boys are in school. The teacher, Alfie's teacher, has decided to keep him all day, which he has never done. He has been staying until 12 until now. Well, for the last 2 days. Before that was half 11, and the full day is until 2. This is the first time. This is what's meant to happen later on in the future, but it will be a good test. We were going to bring him with us because we had nobody else to mind him, and she said to me, no, don't worry, just leave him there and just you go on with it. We'll mind him, we'll keep him there, and it will be a good test for next year. This is me, my mind talking there. It will be a good test for the next few months when we try this. She has managed to get extra assistants to come today, and I feel so grateful. The teacher is on my side. Every single therapist that is involved with Alfie is on my side. Everybody apart from the person who is writing down on paper where he should go has agreed that this is exactly where he needs to go. So we're gonna fight this, right? I'm not gonna ramble too long. Gonna get this typed up. Then I had a shower because I want my hair to be fully dry by the time we go there. I still don't own a hairdryer. I used to have one, it broke, never bought another one. I need to get one for days like this when I need my hair to dry, but it's at 1 o'clock and it's 9:30, so it'll definitely be dry by then. And I need to take this leftover thing off. I might actually put a new one on. I want to go there, so I have my big file there, which is it's actually mostly filled with stuff. It's Alfie's file with everything for Alfie, like diagnosis and all that, but there's a lot of stuff in there that is completely not relevant to today. I could technically go with just a few sheets, but I feel like this looks more impressive, like a person who knows what they are talking about and has it together. So I'm gonna do a few things like this. So I'm gonna do my nails, or at least tidy them up. I'm gonna do my makeup with waterproof mascara, just in case by frustration I cannot hold tears and I end up with smudge mascara all over my face, or if I forgot I have makeup on and smudge it all over my eyes, which is quite a strong possibility too. My goal is to manage not to cry there, but I might not be able to control it because I get very passionate when it's about my children. But the goal is to not cry there. I will more than likely have a massive cry after, just to let all the anxiety come out. One thing we are doing today as well is that this morning I was looking at Insta stories from yesterday, and one of my friends has posted a thing that she had a long day and she was coming home to a kind of cake she called a cozy cake. There's a thing called Cozy Bakery in the town near us, and every time, I've never been inside it, I have driven for the past 8 years, I've driven past it multiple times and I've never stopped and looked into it. And they have a cake, what is this? They have a cake there that apparently is really nice. So, oh, hold on, something fun happened there, but anyway, they have a cake that apparently is really nice, and I replied to her Insta story saying, is it the kind of cake that today I need to either have as a celebration or as like a consolation cake? And she said definitely. So James is away to the physio and it's right beside the bakery, so I said to him, stop it there and please get some of the cake so we can have that tonight, whatever happens. Why am I looking bruised there? And there, God, dark circles. What is this? I'm coming down with a cold, so I look like I've been punched. Can you see that? What is this? Anyway, so yeah, so we're getting cake, and the cake will be to either celebrate or as a consolation, but today we're having cake because it's a big day, and sometimes you just need cake. And also, I've just got a notification there on my computer. I have ordered, so I think I told you before about those Moonology Oracle cards, and I have quite a few decks of things like this, of cards like this, and I had some on my wish list on Amazon for ages called The Universe Has Your Back, and they were on offer the other day, but it said no dispatch date, no dispatching after the 20th of March or something. I just got a notification today, out of any day, saying The Universe Has Your Back is being delivered today. So today the universe has my back. So I'm going to take this as yet another sign, and I know I'm being silly with that, but this is the kind of thing that if I hang on to these little things, I will be more efficient at fighting today. I do know that there's more than likely no coincidence in that, but I don't care. Right now I'm going to cling on to every little thing like this, so I go in there confident, and if I'm being positive about it, I have more chances of success to convince this woman. Anyway, stop the rambling, get typing all this, and then we'll see. Just finished typing and printing 6 pages like this with points as to why I think we need that option. It is now 11:38 and we need to go at in about an hour and 10 minutes. I have taken my nail polish off. I'm not going to put any new one because my hand is not steady and it's going to be bad. And then James went to the bakery on the way and he got a little cake. This has jam and cream inside and icing with sprinkles. It looks very happy and positive, so we're going to take it as a good potential happy cake for after. So yeah, I'm going to get James to read over this, and when I'll do that, I'll print a copy of it for her as well. So then, look, I'm trying to make your job a lot easier. Here is a copy of everything I've said together. So then when you write your report, you can make sure you don't forget anything I've said. You know, because sometimes it's convenient for them to forget stuff. It has happened many times along the way for us. I am going to go and do something with this face to look more presentable. I think I'm just going to put my hair up into little ponytails, because or plaits maybe, I'll see. This way I don't constantly touch it and all that. And I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna wear, do you remember that little bead bracelet that Alfie made me for Valentine's Day with the plastic beads? I think I'm wearing this today because it can be my little lucky charm kind of thing to go and do this. It's quite tight on me and I don't want to snap it, so I'm going to put it where my watch is, so it's the watch is supporting it, and if it doesn't fit or if it bothers me, I'll just put it in my bra. Nobody will know, but it doesn't matter, I will know. So yeah, you need little things like this sometimes to get you going. I'm also wearing the dress that I wore at every single important appointment for Alfie. This is so stupid, but I wore this dress this entire pregnancy, and it's not a pregnancy dress, but because it's like an empire line and there's like pleats there, it could expand with my growing belly, so I'm gonna wear it. I've worn it at his big pediatrics review when he was referred for his autism diagnosis. I've worn it for his autism diagnosis results, and I will wear it today, and I'm hoping it's third time the charm that this dress will make things happen and go our way. So yeah, I'm gonna go sort that out. I'm gonna do something very light that I can't smudge everywhere, because otherwise I'm gonna end up looking a mess. We are ready to go, but we still have to wait about half an hour before we go, and I'm just can't stop moving, and I just want to go and get it over and done with. I'm just gonna leave my camera here obviously, and I'm gonna stop vlogging for now, and I will update you after with hopefully good news, because right now I'm just... Hello, it's now 5 o'clock. The boys are upstairs with James, they are in the bath, and I'm downstairs, and I'm finally getting a moment to... it's been a very stressful day, and I was just phoning the people who've been waiting to know what happened and all that, and I was still kind of in a moment, and I have pink fingers because I made the mistake of holding on to a pink bath bomb while I was putting it in the bath. I need to clean that. I have like, see, I was holding it like this. Anyway, so yeah, I'm finally sitting down and just, it's like the pressure is finally going down, and I am so relieved. It went well. I'm happy with the way it went. I'm happy with the result, the outcome, and I'm happy with how we came to this outcome. We did have to explain our case. We did have to come with a lot of the stuff we had prepared, but the fact we came prepared really helped our case. She was very surprised with how much homework. She said to me, "You've definitely done your homework very well." She was surprised by how much homework we had done, how much research we had done, and the fact that we had done a lot of research to back up our opinion about things. We didn't just decide, oh, we're going to do this because we believe that's right for our child, without having clear reasons why. Just, you know, I am not going to lie, it's purely a gut instinct that got me there, but I knew gut instinct alone wouldn't carry through, so that's why then I continued to do my research after that, and I'm so glad I did. Like, some people always tell me, you're too organized, you do too much research and blah 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 blah. Well, right now all my research might have paid off, because with that we didn't, it's not that we didn't have to put a fight, we did have to put our point across, but there was no point where I felt like I was getting angry or I was getting frustrated or anything like that. It was a proper dialogue where I decided that weeks ago, when we found out we would have this, that what I would do is that I would sit back, listen to everything she has to say, and when she's finished, explain to her why I believe I don't agree with this or that. And this is pretty much what happened, because I thought if I start interrupting and all, it's not going to work and all that. So I'm going to try and explain to you a bit the way it works. So the purpose of this meeting is to it's a yearly review of the statement. So we are in a situation where because Alfie's statement for this school year has taken so long, which shouldn't be the case, we have reached the point of the yearly review before the statement has been finalized, which is unusual because it shouldn't really happen like this, but it did. So since we need to do it now, because otherwise it's going to be too late for schools to, you know, for like placement in new schools, we went ahead with it. This review is basically to take what the points that are in the statement and to see if are they still relevant to your child for the next school year. So that will happen every year. This one happened with the psychologist because she has more power than, for example, the Senko in the school. The Senko has some power in decision with that, as long as options have previously been written in a statement by a psychologist and then approved by education authority. I'm trying to keep this simple because it's quite a complicated process. If something is not written in the statement and approved, the Senko is not allowed to take decisions based on that. So then they have to bring in again a whole process with getting the educational psychologist involved, more paperwork, more waiting time, and it delays everything. So trying to do a thing in a way where, best case scenario, in the next few years the Senko can make little precisions about the statement, but you don't need to get educational psychology involved. So she she discussed with us every part of the statement, see if we were happy with everything, there was anything we wanted to add. She went through all the observations she made when she came to see Alfie, including she was doing some like testing about like his abilities and stuff like that. So she did confirm that he is below average. She said a lot below average for his speech, especially how clear his speech is, and he's still below average as well for communication in general. Then he's in the lower range for a lot of things. There's nothing where he's above average, basically. She said she can feel like he's a child who can potentially end up excelling in certain topics but having a lot of difficulties in others. So she's very concerned of the way she wants things worded, so he's not stuck, you know, to do certain things in the future. So once we went through that, she went through the teachers are being asked to provide either like a statement of what they feel the child's difficulties are, or they can have, like, I think this time she had a meeting with the teacher and she took notes in the meantime, so we were able to see all those notes, and it was nice to see that Ashley's teacher was actually very precise in a lot of things, very detailed, and that really helped today, because I think without that it would have been more of a fight, because the teacher and us were really saying exactly the same thing, and that really, you know, she couldn't ignore it, because this was done separately. What we provided and what the teacher provided we were not in the same room. It was at different times. I had no idea that the teacher had provided that. So I think, you know, she took it seriously because it was very coherent. Then so she can ask for any amendments to be made to the statement, anything to be added and taken away. She has agreed to add something about toileting, because we have no way to know if you will be toilet trained by then. So she agreed to put that in, which is good. The next part is a part where she advises sorry, my throat is so sore. She's advising which type of education she feels is suitable for the child. The way she does it is that instead of putting down one choice, because she feels that it could cause issues in the future if that choice needed to change, it's harder to change something where there's only one choice. She writes down the one that may be suitable, but with notes with it. But she makes sure to rule out some of the ones that are definitely not suitable. So she ruled out special needs school, or the whole school is for children with very severe needs and all that. And she ruled out mainstream school without assistant, which I'm very glad about. I was really relieved when she ruled that out, because this is my, like, I wouldn't want that for him. It wouldn't be right at all. And then, so the other two options that are left are Support Learning Center or Autism Learning Center, which are the type of school we're looking at. We are looking at learning support centers more because we're just feeling the choice of schools we have around here. They are the one we feel are better. And most of the children in there are autistic anyway, so it doesn't really, you know, there's only one school that has an autism specific one, but it stops after 4 years, and then there's a gap in those years, and even in moving school halfway through the school, and it's not ideal. I'm not too keen on the school either. So so she put down that, or mainstream school with assistant, but she worded it as on a diagnostic basis. I think she wrote it. I think that's the word terms she used, which technically means that because of his diagnosis, it's not likely, but it's not sure that it would work. It would be more like a trial basis kind of thing, providing that it all goes well, and if it doesn't, then it would fall back to only the one choice of the unit. Next part is the parental choice, where she has put down, obviously we want a learning support center, and she's listed a lot of the reasons why we think it's the best decision out of the 3 for Alfie. And the way it works is that it goes to the board and they decide which one they will allocate, and but usually the rule is that parental choice comes first, providing it's coherent with the advice of the education psychologist, which is our case right now, which is why I'm so happy. The reason why, first I was a bit thinking like, yeah, but it still means that there is the possibility of mainstream with an assistant. And the way she explained it to me is that our goal would be that everything goes well and Alfie progresses enough to eventually go into the mainstream system. It might never happen, and that's okay if it doesn't, but we want to keep that option open for him, and not writing it down there would make it very complicated if we came to a point where we feel like he's ready. It could be another year like we had this year, where he's just waiting for things to happen and he's stuck in a class that may not be suitable for him anymore, for example. So I'm happy with the way it's worded and all that. So now she's going to write a report. It's going to be sent to the school with a copy for us, and it's going to be sent to the board. Once Alfie's statement has been finalized, which should happen next month, fingers crossed, then that will be added to it, and we should be asked for a choice of schools we want. Now what I will do, because now we know that this is written down, is that I will phone Education Authority tomorrow, telling them we know it's arriving. Can I already give you my choice of schools? Can I fill in the paper so it's ready to go when it arrives and it comes as quickly as possible? I'm also going to contact the school we really want to let them know that we now have that down on paper, what is coming, and it's being done this way, and we definitely want them as a first choice, so they will be receiving Alfie's file. Just little tiny things like this to try and speed up the process when it happens, so hopefully we don't have to wait until the last week of August to find out he's going to go to such or such school. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm really relieved. I'm so relieved right now. I think I realize now that I'm not feeling stressed, how stressed I was. It was so bad. Coming down with a cold, but it's okay. Don't care, because we got this out of the way. That was a massive hurdle, but I'm so glad we managed it. Once again, being overly organized and doing too much research paid off. I couldn't have done it any other way. I couldn't stand still and just wait for things to happen. I had to do all the research, so fingers crossed now you get a place in our first choice school. And all is well. Next year is going to be a big change anyway, whatever happens. But if it can be a big change in an environment that suits him the most, it will be good. It's going to be very strange to have the 2 boys in different schools, but it's for the best. So now we did have some cake. Tonight we're going to have a little pizza party where we make our own mini pizzas, and I'm going to be watching Game of Thrones tonight without any worry. I've also received a lot of information about that trip I'm doing in May. And it's funny that it arrived like right, I wouldn't have been able to focus on, I have a lot of forms to fill in and all that, and I wouldn't have been able to focus on it at all if it was any time before now, and it arrived just on the day where I'm getting all this relief. I've also received 2 more Playmobil trucks for Alfie for his birthday, one from my parents and one from my other granny, and I'm going to build them in front of Game of Thrones tonight while Alfie is asleep. Alfie also was in school the full day today, even longer, because he stayed until almost 3, which is the first time. They did have extra help, and he did have a few moments, but the teacher said it went relatively well, and it's a good, it's a positive thing for the future. He's obviously not going to go full-time just yet. We're going to gradually increase that, but he now should be staying until 12:15 from next week, and tomorrow though I will have to take the boys out of school early because Owen has a speech review and I have nobody to pick Alfie up, so I need to take them. For Alfie it's not going to be so much, it's like literally lifting him up like just half an hour early, but Owen will miss a bit, but it's important because that will help for his autism assessment and all that as well. So that's it for right now. I'm gonna go up and wash their hair, and I am so relieved right now. I still haven't done my exercise, I need to do that too, but I don't know who I'm going to picture when I'm punching things tonight, because I've been using my mental picture of this woman who I've been using a generic emoji with dark hair, with black hair picture of a woman to picture her with her voice. Turns out her voice in real life is not as, she talks really fast on the phone, and like she's on a mission, and she's like this and this and this and this, and when there she was more like a lot more calm, which was a lot nicer. And she didn't look at all like I imagined. She's older than I thought she was. Her hair is not black, it's dyed like auburny color, and she doesn't look like an emoji, strangely. Like, she really doesn't fit an emoji face type of person. So yeah, but at least I can picture her if she annoys me in the future. But I have to say, like, I don't feel like punching her anymore right now, so that's good. So yes, I'm going to go up, wash the boys' hair. We're gonna make some pizza. I probably will show you the pizzas actually. Do you know what? Because last time I said I would and I didn't when I did the pizza party. So I'm going to show you the pizzas this time. And when he's having a debate, I'll show you the steps to our pizzas. So when he's making this one, Alfie doesn't want any. So James and I are having 1.5 because they are like small pizzas.
So basically, yeah. Then we'll get a base.
Yes.
To put this on. Like,
so this is
then put the
tomato and her pizza base, and we are using those 4 mini pizza bases.
Sauce.
Yes, pizza sauce and pizza base. That. Then we have Owen's favorite thing on pizza,
Pepperoni and cheese.
and we have mozzarella cheese grated. James doesn't like cheese, so James gets just pepperoni.
Yep.
Owen likes a lot of cheese and a lot of pepperoni.
Yep.
And I like a lot of cheese and some pepperoni. And then we need one of the small pizza to be half with cheese and half without, because James doesn't want the cheese. So we're going to now decorate and then show you. So this is Owen's pizza. This is mine. This is James's. James's has a lot more pepperoni because that's all it has on it. And then there's my half, and there's James's half. I do realize we've used a lot of pepperoni, but we need to use this one up. So that's what we're doing.
Yep.
And now we're going to
add one like a 9 pieces of pepperoni on my pizza.
Yep.
I love cheese, like all my cheese.
Yeah. Are you excited about this?
Yep.
Should we bake them now?
Yeah. The pizza will end all. It was like
10 minutes.
pepperoni in 10 minutes.
So there's the half and half. There is the cheeseless pizza for James. There's Owen, and there is mine. It's now 8:30. I've just finished my workout, and I'm on the couch waiting for James to come down. Alfie was asleep, quite early, like 7:15 or something. He was wrecked, I think because he had to stay in school so long. It's much longer day for him, so he was shattered. And he fell asleep on me on the couch, so we brought him to bed, but then he started crying. James went up with him and he's not back down, so I did my workout in the meantime when he's in bed, and we are going to watch some more Game of Thrones. I think we've reached the end of season 3. We have one more episode in season 3, so we're getting through them. We should hopefully be done by the time they are, you know, they need the new one starts, I mean. And I've also received my first ever order from Africa, the continent. It goes from South Africa. I have a scratch map in my office, and I scratched, like, there's like continent badges at the bottom, and I was able to scratch off South Africa on the big map, and I was able to scratch off the African continent. So I mean, I doubt I will ever get any orders from Antarctica, so I'm not really counting it. But once I have South America, I have all the 5 continents: North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and Oceania. Yeah, Oceania, Oceania. How do you say that in English? Do you know the one with Australia and all the islands around? That one. Oceania? Oceania in French. But James, what do you call the continent Australia is part of? Oceania or
Australasia, maybe?
No. It's like ocean with IA.
Oceania?
Oceania?
Maybe.
It doesn't sound very English. It's Oceania in French, but because ocean is ocean in English, so it wouldn't be Ocean. Do you know what I mean? How do you pronounce that? If you know, and you can write in phonetics, write it down in the comments and let me know. So yeah, I'm gonna log off for tonight, and I will continue vlogging here tomorrow with I've ordered some makeup from Zoella's collection with Colourpop, because I liked some of the items a lot, and if you remember well, I said I wanted to be wearing more lipsticks, so that involves that and a few other things. It was meant to be delivered today. It has been in the depot, in the local depot, for 2 full days. Still hasn't been delivered, apparently due to some kind of tracking issues. So I've been told now by customer service it's being delivered tomorrow, which I hope it's true, because I would really like to play with it, and also because it's a bank holiday weekend here this weekend, and then if it doesn't come tomorrow, it will be Tuesday before it comes, and I wouldn't be very pleased with that. So Yodel delivery, once again, you just didn't do a good job. I don't really have very good experience with them, but that's just not really good. So I will see you in the morning. Good morning and happy Friday. This is the face of somebody who completely forgot she was wearing makeup yesterday before she went to bed. Today is not really going to plan so far, but to be honest, it's okay. I'm going to take it with philosophy, because this could have happened yesterday and that would have been very tricky to deal with, and it happened today, which is a lot easier. So we had to make change of plans. The boy was supposed to go to school. I was supposed to pick them up at 11 to bring Owen to his speech review, and in the end, Alfie last night started to get really unwell, like really high temperature and vomiting. And he has, I was talking about that with Trey this morning, and she didn't see what I was talking about. Do you feel like your children have their skin smells very like a specific smell whenever they are sick? Because both my boys is like that, especially when they have a temperature. It's definitely something coming out with their sweat, and it's not it's a smell. The closest way I could describe it is there's something metallic in it. It's always like that when they get the temperature and they are sick. So this is how I knew definitely there was something not right. So he just wouldn't settle. He doesn't want to drink milk at all. We tried a little bit. He's extremely grumpy, and he's been drinking water during the night, and I ended up taking him in the bed with me. James slept in his bed because James had to go to work today, so James slept. I haven't slept very much. I have a very swollen and sore throat. Owen is the same as me, sore throat, cough, and all that. So we had to cancel speech therapy. We got an appointment for next week, which is not bad at all. And I managed to get an appointment when Alfie will be in school, so I don't have to bring both of them. And today we're just gonna have a rest day. Alfie can't do anything anyway. He's just like a little grumpy, sick little animal, monkey, whatever you want to call it. He's just, yeah, he just can't cope with much right now. So we're going to take it easy. I think we all need it anyway, and we're just not going to go anywhere. We're probably going to have a pajamas day, and then it's a long weekend because it's St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, and we are off Monday. Therese's birthday is on St. Patrick's Day. She was supposed to go to her house on Monday, but her daughters are sick too, so we don't know yet what will happen. But she's basically, she wasn't sure if she wanted to celebrate. Now she's saying maybe it just won't happen and that's okay and all that. So we'll see how it goes and what we do. But for now, we're just gonna have a rest day, won't we? I have a monkey with me. Hold on.
I want to play the toast game at the size of game.
Alfie wants to play the toast game.
Yeah?
Do you think that would cheer him up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he wants to come, we play the game as well.
But if he wants to, okay? Don't make him even more grumpy than he is, okay? He's already grumpy enough, isn't he?
Okay.
Wait, go and play your toast game. Hopefully it cheers him up a little bit. I want to tidy up a little bit because there's stuff everywhere in this kitchen. Living room is the same. Just get the laundry started while I'm here, may as well. And yeah, just plan a bit of next week. It's still going to be a busy week, but there's a lot of nice things in it. The next couple of weeks are very busy, but there's nothing really stressful because yeah, there's a lot of nice things, and all the really big stressful appointments have happened. So now I just need to push along with the statement to come through to be finalized, and all will be well. And then we can officially apply for the school. And oh god, I really hope we get this school we really want for him. It will be amazing. But at least now we don't have a big hurdle in the way. We have our chances, definitely. It's just time is the issue now, so we need to hurry things along, but we can only hurry things along so much at the minute. So tidying up, breakfast, I have the window cleaner coming today, yeah, I'll keep you posted if anything interesting happens, but do not expect anything very exceptional for the day given how we are feeling today. Hello, it is Saturday night. I think it's like 6:30 or something. 10:07. Just finished my workout about 20 minutes ago. Today has been a day at home. I have worked a lot. I've done all my orders. I actually got a lot of orders last week. Out of any week, the week I was hoping I wouldn't get many because I was stressed out, I got the most lately. I got a lot. They're now all done, which is good, which means that Monday, which is bank holiday here, I can just get a rest, which is really nice. And James is off work, the boys are off school, so that will be lovely. I have caught up a little bit on my journaling challenge. I don't want to rush it though. If I don't finish it in March, it's okay. And this morning when I woke up, I realized that I had potentially, well, I didn't realize straight away. Every year in France there is a concert, which is a big charity concert that is linked to big charity that feeds homeless people and provides them like with shelters and help them back to work and all that. And a lot of artists do a tour where they do that concert, and all the benefits goes to, no, you don't say benefits, the profits go to this charity. It's a very big thing. And then usually mid-March the concert is being broadcasted on live television, and the day after they release the DVDs and the CDs of the concert, and the profits of those sales go to the charity again. So it's a very big thing in France. It's a very well-known thing, and it was the 30th anniversary of those concerts this year. And this morning I realized, oh, it is today the 16th and I haven't seen that concert or any advertising for them. So I checked when it was, because I think since I was a child I've never ever missed one of them. Even after moving here, I've always managed to see it, and I always have like a special night where I watch it. And when I checked this morning, I realized it was on the 8th, 8 days ago, and I was gutted, absolutely gutted. So I went, there's a French forum I used to do. It's basically everything is based around reality TV shows and of any country in the world, and I actually used to translate the American shows for that forum that was based on American Idol, and then I started to do X Factor UK, Britain's Got Talent, and America's Got Talent, and then I stopped doing it. I just didn't have the time anymore. So but I got access to a lot of streaming links to those shows, and luckily somebody has put a link to the show to watch it again. So this morning I was able to watch it, because every year I buy the CD because I like to listen to it in the car. They do a lot of covers of loads of songs, and there's loads of funny bits and all that. But it's a good one for the car every year because it's one of those things where you can sing with it, and I love to sing in the car. So every year I buy the CD and I have all of them, but I always watch the show before. They also sell the DVD, and I was thinking, will I buy the DVD instead? And I can't afford both at the moment. So I was glad I found it, because it means I can buy the CD and I can listen to the CD in the car when I couldn't listen to the DVD in the car. Anyway, I got up this morning. It was the first thing. I was like, oh no, I missed it. And then very quickly I found out that I could do that, so I watched it. I'm really glad. And then what else happened? Not much really. I went to dance class. And yeah, I decided to do my workout earlier than usual today, because the last week I have been leaving into the evenings and I was wrecked, and then I was falling asleep in front of Game of Thrones, and I don't want to fall asleep anymore in front of it. And we only managed to watch 2 episodes because I was so tired from the day, then the workout and all that. So yeah, you might be able to hear in the background Alfie is feeling better. He's still not back 100%. He's still very grumpy whenever he is being contradicted or anything like this, but he's much more like himself. Like when was it? Friday, it was just unrecognizable. He didn't want milk, he didn't want anything, and he was just still. He was not bouncing everywhere, which is not like him. And even when he tried to go and play with Owen, it lasted like 10 minutes and he came back down and just lay down on the couch again. So I knew there was something really not right. I think it was probably like some kind of stomach bug, because he was vomiting at first, then his nappies were just terrible. Now he hasn't had any more nappies all afternoon there, and there's been no signs anymore, so he's still a bit tired from it, but I think we're over the worst of it now, hopefully. So it's probably just one of those 2-day stomach bug kind of thing. But yeah, and that's about it. Tomorrow we are going, well, we'll see how Alfie is. Alfie might not be going, but Owen and I are definitely going, and if Alfie can't make it, James will stay with him at home. It's Therese's birthday. It's also St. Patrick's Day. We're not going to do anything special for St. Patrick's Day. There are parades around here. Well, I don't know if they will be. The ones last year near us were cancelled for security reasons. And I don't know where the nearest one is, but it's always in crowded places, and Alfie in public places. What are you doing, Alfie? Are you playing with your bus? Yeah. So it's not doing good in general, but the weather is not good. It's cold, it's rainy, and he hasn't been well. So can you say please? Please. Do you have a dirty nappy? Yeah. We need to change your nappy. I have a dirty nappy, but it's not a bad one. So we're getting there. Yeah, so we're just not going to go to any parades or anything like that. We are going to go to Therese in the afternoon to bring her a card and present and have some cake and all that. And we'll see how this little guy is. And on Monday we'll have a pyjamas day at home. We were probably going to go somewhere for the day, but given everybody has been a bit under the weather, we decided we'll just take a rest, because then we can enjoy next week, because next week is Alfie's birthday and we want everybody to be well for that. So I'm going to stop this vlog here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you at some point next week. For whose birthday is it going to be next?
Alfie.
Is it going to be Alfie's birthday next week?
Yes.
Yeah? Are you going to have a cake?
Yes.
What kind of cake are you going to have?
Round.
A round cake? What is the inside gonna be? Oh, hold on.
Rainbow.
A rainbow cake. And what's gonna be on top?
A big rainbow.
The big rainbow is gonna be inside. What is gonna be on top of your cake?
A rainbow.
Rainbow is inside the cake. It's gonna be car on top. Yeah.
And all like dinner.
And what?
And Addie happy birthday.
And it's gonna be Alfie's happy birthday, yeah. And is Alfie gonna get presents?
Yeah.
Is that good? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Is that exciting? And we're gonna have a party
Yeah.
with balloons.
Yeah.
Are people gonna come to your party
Yeah.
and sing happy birthday, Alfie? That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's very exciting because it's the first year that he's actually excited for his birthday. He didn't really like it before because he didn't really like parties. But this year,
Happy birthday.
you want a happy birthday? You happy? What age? What number are you gonna be?
Happy birthday
Happy
number 4.
birthday! Happy birthday number 4. Okay. Do you want to say bye bye to the camera?
Die die.
Bye bye. Oh, is the bus saying bye bye? Bye bye, bus. Oh, it's gonna get inside the bus. It's gonna get inside the bus.